Hello, family. Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 2 of the Student Circle podcast, rated 5 stars by Kaden Gomez, who says, this podcast has true content from the heart. Thanks so much. And he is actually our voice of the WOGA volleyball team, so shout out to him. This podcast, we're going to be diving into the upcoming basketball season. It's a pretty big deal here at WOGA. We don't have a football team, so normally this would be football season and stuff, but we don't have a football team. So basketball is really our main sport. I am joined here with George, Brindley, and my other half, Kara Jones. So George, go ahead and just say your name, your grade, and what you do on the basketball season or during the basketball season.
I'm George Franklin. I'm a senior at Florida, and I'm on the varsity basketball team. I play point guard and shoot guard.
All right, there we go. Oh, I didn't know that. See, yeah, we're learning new things all the time. Brindley?
My name's Brindley Trexler. I'm in 9th grade, and I'm on the varsity cheer team.
Kara Jones.
And I am Kara Jones. I am a junior this year, and I am also on the varsity cheer squad.
And then I'm Landry, our host, and I am on the drum line for our WOGA Force. So briefly talking about just like WOGA and our main sport being basketball, we had Kara Jones prepare us some questions that we're just going to be asking everybody. And we will start these said questions now. For a first kind of just opener question, what preparation have y'all gone through going into the upcoming season? And we'll start off with you, George.
So in preparation we had during the season, I know we had Coach Landers, Coach Jefferson, and Coach Stroh. We did like a little summer workout over the summer. And I know we're trying to do something like every Saturday with Coach Landers, with the point guards stuff, and they will include the setters and everything. And once basketball season starts, we're going to practice everything. Yeah.
And you said that was over the summer?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Brindley and Kara, I know y'all are both cheerleaders, so when y'all's like schedule what they say, kind of like preparation into the upcoming season?
For the most part, I would say yes. I mean, we as cheerleaders, we do cheer camp over the summer, which is kind of similar to their, basketball training. Way more hardcore, by the way, respectively. Oh my goodness. I will tell you that cheer camp is like something that like takes a whole lot of effort and time and strength. And that is something we hit every summer right before season. Also, we haven't started this yet, but we'll have practices before season starts and
Basketball season.
basketball season.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'll just double checking.
No, we make banners and plan pep rallies and all that fun stuff. So
that's fun. And then we the drumline has a similar thing with Duck Camp. And we learn all our cadences and all our grooves and everything because we also play a pretty good role during basketball season. And our camp is also definitely kind of difficult. It's probably not as extreme as y'all's.
Oh, probably yeah, but probably not.
We still go through a lot. The drums are kind of heavy.
Yeah, so it's lifted people up in the air.
Oh, okay. Another topic for another day. So coming off that question, are there any worries that y'all have about this upcoming season? Like anything that you're just like sitting there and you're like, man, I am not like ready for this. And y'all can just jump in whenever.
Okay. Yeah. There's definitely a whole lot of worries regarding just before basketball season because it's like we have to have our performances done and we have to make sure like we are ready with our cheers and maybe even new girls who haven't been on the team. We have to make sure that they know their cheers and that we're sharp and that we're also mentally prepared to lead others through our cheers and be able to support a basketball team. That does take a lot of effort. I've been kind of worried about it, but as soon as we start practices and like get to the groove of things, I think it'll be pretty easy.
Is it the same for you, Brindley, or different at all?
I'm a bit worried because this is my first year on varsity and it's going to be different than being on JV. And we have to teach the new JV all the cheers, which took me and the girls for our first year a very long time to do. So,
you are doing great though. You're doing awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot. I mean, it's the same in drumline. Like we've got to teach all the newer people all the things, and we have to make sure that I like what you used. You said sharp. I like that. That's good.
Cheer turn.
It's a cheer turn. Well, I'm using it for drumline. So but we just got to make sure everybody's playing the cadence is right, especially the baseline. We have to make sure our splits are correct and they sound right, because if they don't sound right and somebody's off time, you can hear it and it's definitely something big. So George, you're on the court. What are some worries you have on the court? That's a big deal. That's a big position you have.
I know like one of the worries on the court is mainly letting the man score the ball all the time. Can't stop. As a defense, you gotta stop the play from happening. But if you can't stop that one person, you gotta do something about it, right?
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
And then offense, you gotta make plays, run the right plays. And I think Coach Stroh says this a lot. Stop thinking lots of discipline. Stop thinking lazy and not knowing the plays, not going full speed when everybody else is going full speed and you're still back there just jogging. Sorry. Normally, we all gonna get mad because you're not putting forth the effort that we're all putting.
Yeah, they're like it's not a sense of urgency.
Yes.
Okay. And then I'm just gonna lead into a question that I have specifically for you. What's a matchup that you think is just gonna be really intense and there's definitely gonna be some turmoil during this matchup? What's a team that you can name? Is there just any team out there at all? One specific
You
team?
know, this thing called Bossier Force. They're not shooting.
Oh,
It's just
Bossier Force.
yeah.
I thought they were called Shreveport.
No, they're Bossier, so Bossier Force. They're
Tell
Bossier.
us more.
Tell us more about that. Or you know what? I can get into it.
Go ahead, let you go. Give it to it.
We can all get into it.
I mean, we could all get into it, but just to put everything, short for the OG Force, we have been the OG Force. Another story for another day. So we're gonna go into another question. What's the best part about the game nights at our school? What's like you're on the court. We're gonna start obviously, George. You're on the court and what's a feeling you have while you're on the court from like student section, drumline, cheerleaders? What's something that you feel while you're on the court?
I feel excitement. Every time we score a bucket, y'all cheer, drum line do their thing. Half times, y'all do y'all thing. And like, especially pregame, that little match, we got to lock in, y'all playing the tunes. They're getting prepared to cheer, and we always got to stay focused, stay locked in on the game. And once the game start happening, we gotta let all that lazy stuff, all that fun out the court. Because what coach says, once you set it to this line, it's all about basketball. You don't leave all the fun stuff out.
That's good. I like to hear that. I like how he's talking right now. That means he's got it. He's ready. He's ready for the season. So we're gonna go into y'all cheerleaders, and I kind of changed the question for him since he's on the court. So it's kind of gonna be separated. George is gonna have kind of specific questions, and we're gonna have different questions because we're like cheering and like doing stuff. Y'all are cheering, and we're like hyping everybody up. So, like, what's the best part? We're gonna start with you, Brinley. What's the best part about game nights at our school?
It's just really exciting to see everyone come together and cheer on the basketball guys
Mm,
because, we don't have football, like you said. And that's usually when everyone's like, oh my gosh, yeah, football.
Exactly.
It's nice to see us just all together and everyone on.
Okay. More than Jared.
For me, my favorite part, there's this type of adrenaline you have when you're like there on the sidelines watching the game and like just cheering with like these girls that you've built relationships with that are teammates but also friends.
Yeah.
That is just so fun to me, and just even being able to come together with you guys, like, and we're all just here supporting the basketball team. It's so awesome. Like it's amazing. My favorite.
And for me, it's definitely just like, especially coming together with my team, with the rest of the drum line, and playing and just like being loud. I love being loud, and I'm on. Okay.
I know a lot.
We know.
Okay. And I'm on the biggest drum, and I'm in that back corner, so all the sound from my drum just bounces off the corners, and I am just loud, and like that's just like my favorite part. It's just so much fun, and especially like whenever we have performances with the cheerleaders, and we play, and y'all like are doing like a little dance of some sort, or what would y'all call that? Like
I believe they call like
some kind of performance.
it was
dance.
dance.
Depends on what we're doing.
It's like combining two aspects, and it just merges so well, and that's a lot of fun. I'm gonna ask another question for everybody. How does the crowd's energy affect your performance?
So it's home and away games.
Mainly home games, but you can go into away games if you'd like.
For the home games, the crowd performance. Oh my gosh, y'all being loud, it motivates us a lot. Especially when we score a bucket and then we're up. You look at the score like, oh, we're up by 10. You know, Coach Doe says us, hold the ball, knowing us, we ain't gonna hold the ball.
Yeah.
We gonna want to score.
Yeah, exactly.
Natural habit, score. Away games, it's like, the crowd's against you, so you got something to prove. And once you win and prove them wrong, you got all that hype from your student section being there, coming from especially Trojan force. Going down there, beating them, like last year's semifinals. It was
It was a lot of fun. I remember going to that game. We were gonna bring the drums that game, but we weren't able to because there was no room for us to play. But that was during the season. That was the playoff game. If we would have brought him to the playoff game, it would have been so much fun. Brittany, I'm gonna repeat the question just one more time. How does the crowd's energy affect your performance?
It's really exciting to see the crowd cheering along with us for the guys and the girls. It's really fun to see them, especially the younger kids that sometimes come. They'll join the cheers with us, start doing them along with us. Yeah.
So if the energy is low, like student section wise, are you personally just kind of bummed out? You're just kind of man, their student section isn't doing nothing. Does that take a toll, or not take a toll, but does that affect you at all?
Usually, whenever it's like that, our goal is to kind of bring them back up again to cheer them on.
What do we the same for you, Karen? Does it go along differently in your head?
Yeah, I kind of get the same way when the student section's energy is low. I just it doesn't give me energy. I feel like I don't want to be able to over there. I don't get you that. But when they're hype, it gets me excited, and I'm I'm hyped with them. And like you were saying, being able to cheer with the younger girls and even the other my fellow students, we'll call WOGA beat or rock with the white. Everybody joins in, and it's just so fun. So when the energy's up, we're up.
Yeah, I like that. When energy's up, we're up. I like that. That's fun. I mean, it's really the same for us as we do similar things, kind of cheer on and motivate. There's differences. I never said that there wasn't differences. There's differences.
You gotta answer the question.
We kind of become the student section sometimes. Whenever there's not very many in the student section, me and Aldo Gama is one of the people on drumline. He plays tenor. He will lead chants. He will lead AO, which is one of the big chants that we have. He will lead AO, and then we'll all just kind of do our chants, especially me and Aldo, since we're pretty loud. And we'll just do the chants, and then cheerleaders will catch on. And then if there's some of the student section, they'll catch on as well. So we're gonna go into more direct questions. I already asked George one. We're gonna go back to you. How do you prepare for a game, George? Do you listen to music? Do you watch videos? Do you what they say, lock in? What do you
So honestly, in your way of walking is different to me. People say listening to music, watching videos. I know for one of our players, they watch motivational videos. That's the way for him to get locked in. Me, I listen to music. And then when it comes to music, it depends on my genre. Christian, I love it.
Okay.
My preference, Alex Jean, is very important. My preference,
I don't like that.
It's my preference though.
And then you said, okay, I had another follow-up question with that. Since I heard you talking, does your coach have any specific way that they want you to prepare for a game, or is it just kind of do whatever feels necessary?
Staying in the locker room, don't congregate in the halls, but cheer, jump on. Not because it's they don't want us to. They want us to stay in that room, focus on ourselves, lock in, talk to each other, figure out where's how we can work as a team, because noticing working as a team is going to take us a long way.
Yeah, and we'll come into the locker rooms all the time. I'm trying to mind well, especially me and Aldo. We come there all the time. Well, I live all the way in Bossier. I can't just go all the way home and come back. Too much gas money. I'm gonna go to you. What is something that people don't really realize and don't recognize that you do in cheer, and how much work goes into cheer? What is something that other people wouldn't recognize about your work that you put into cheer?
There's a lot of preparation to it. because like planning where we're standing, if they're bringing other people, there's who's we're playing against. If we're doing dances, we have to prepare when we're gonna go out and do them. Also, it's you have to be able to work as a team when doing this. Even though we're cheerleaders, we still have to work together.
Yeah.
And that can be a little difficult sometimes because we all want to sometimes do our own different thing.
Yeah.
And also, then there's doing stunts. We have to know who's doing who, and you don't want to drop anyone off the court.
Yeah, that'd be pretty bad.
That'd be very.
That's something like I don't really realize is like that y'all are really like a team. Like y'all work together, y'all need to be on the same track and kind of thing like that. And I don't even recognize that because I'm just kind of like, oh well, they're tweeting they rock with the white or with the blue, but that's not it. It's a lot more than that. And then I have that twisted for you as well, Peter Jones. What's something that people don't recognize what you're working?
I've heard a lot of people say cheer's not a sport, which I could sit there and argue about that for a good minute. As cheerleaders, that like Brinley said, there's so much preparation that goes into it, whether that's dancing, whether that's just hyping up the crowd in general, or whether that's making posters, banners, whatever. There's a whole lot of effort that goes into that. Also, you were saying we have to work as a team, and we don't want to drop a girl on court, and we have to. It's not like drumline where we all have our separate parts. You do your part. No, you have to communicate. You have to make sure that we're all on the same track, whether you like it or not. We all got to be on the same track, and that's something that you have to be able to do as a cheerleader. You have to be able to.
How many years have you been on the cheer?
This is I think I'm going in my 4th year.
4th year. This is your first year on varsity, but you were on JV beforehand, or?
Yeah, I've been doing cheer so this will be going into my 3rd year.
Oh my God, that's a lot.
Commitment.
And commitment. And then we're gonna ask you another question. As a cheerleader, how do you keep the cheer squad motivated during hard practices and long games and just kind of tiring times where maybe other cheerleaders are kind of just like they're not as motivated? And how do you keep them motivated and how do you bring them back in?
It's a really good question. I think that there are definitely times where it's really, really difficult to stay motivated because, we're all girls on a cheer squad. Like, we're all going to have our different opinions and things like that, which can be very difficult. In order to keep everybody motivated, everybody on track, you have to be patient. You have to have patience with yourself and others, and just kind words, encouraging words are very important. I can't tell you when I'm having a hard day, I can't tell you how much it means for somebody to come up to me and be like, you're doing a great job, things like that. So that's one thing I think is very important when it comes to keeping motivated.
I make sure to especially to the basketball players, to walk up to them, especially maybe even after a loss, and just being like, "Hey, y'all did a great job. Y'all went out there, y'all played." Because George be a dog out there sometimes, and I won't lie. I remember one time I was watching him play defense, and he was locked in. And he got an Instagram post and everything from him. Well, deserved. And then we'll go back into the questions for kind of everybody. What is a tradition or moment from the basketball season that always will stand out to you? Start with Kira.
Oh, there's definitely a couple. For cheerleaders specifically, what we do is before tip off, we get our megs and start just yelling really loudly and banging on the floor. I love to do that. WOGA beat is also a lovely one. I love WOGA beat. And then just as a student, in general, there's also that one will always be my favorite. It always gets everybody hyped, no matter how many people are in the student section. It's just it brings everybody together.
Pastor James loves it too. He always wants all of them to do that. He always wants all of them to do that. And Brinley, what did I say? Oh, what's one tradition or moment from basketball season that always stands?
I can't think of many traditions we had, especially because on JV it was me and girls. We had only been on JV before.
Oh,
Never been on varsity. So of course there's WOGA beat. doing that at every game,
Yeah.
and the crowd join in. It's always really fun.
Well, maybe a moment then. I'm just like, is there anything specific that you can think of? It's like, oh yeah, I remember this one time. Is there anything like that?
Probably whenever like we're performing a dance or something at the pep rally.
George?
So with basketball, with me, I can say homecoming games for sure
Mm,
turned up. I know this year, homecoming, hopefully this game we're gonna win it, have focus on it. And then I can say the pep rallies for sure. Us walking in, cheerleaders cheering,
mhm.
and then speaking before the game, it gets the crowd hyped to come to the game, you know. Then seeing the game sold out. There's no seats in it. That's something.
It's a lot of fun, especially whenever I can see all the student section, like, and just seeing it filled is so much fun. And I love seeing you shooting out of range threes and then making them somehow. It's the funniest thing ever. I love it so much because I look and you shoot it and I'm like, oh my gosh, why did he just do it? And then he makes it. And I'm like, that's great.
And go for buzzer beaters.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And then a moment for me would definitely be going to away games, like semifinals and I think it was just semifinals that we went to.
Yeah, I put in the drums. That Bossier Forest.
Oh yeah, especially
Yeah.
Bossier homeschool actually.
Yeah.
But going to basketball games like with the drum line was a lot of fun, and just making sure that we're there and bringing the hype and playing. It's just I love playing. I love playing drumline. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. And it was actually Kara's idea for me to do it. And I was like, well, I don't know. I'm doing drum club and I don't know. I'm not the greatest at it. And then I auditioned. I made it. I was like, okay,
And you're great at it.
yeah,
See,
I tried my
I'm always
best.
right.
I tried my best.
Thank you, Kira.
All right. Well, that is cool. We're going to wrap that up for today. This is what is this, episode 2?
Yeah, so season 2.
We're going to finish up episode 2 of the Student Circle. We just finished up talking about the basketball seasons, and it was a lot of fun with George, Brendan, and Kira. If y'all forgot for some reason, bro. But thank you so much for watching, and tune into another one.
Yours.
All right.